Hello and welcome to this video in the Facebook Ads Masterclass. In the previous video, we created your very first custom and lookalike audiences. In today's video, we're going to leverage the value of those custom audiences to get back in front of the eyes of those people who have already shown interest in your product by either visiting or adding that product to your cart. Why is it important to get back in front of those people? Believe it or not, the buying intent may have been there, but most customers, 98% in fact, don't buy on their first interaction with the brand or product. The purchase typically happens on the third visit. Getting back in front of those people is incredibly cost effective and produces a significantly higher ROI than just going after cold audiences alone. Before we jump into the training, I just wanted to ask a favor. Every single day I upload a video training on advertising, marketing, Shopify, or dropshipping. If these videos help you in any way, I would be humbled if you'd subscribe to this channel. I do this all for free and rely on advertising revenue and my consulting services to keep this channel going. By subscribing and watching the content, you get us closer to being able to have a self-sustained channel. Thank you so much for clicking through, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Retargeting your customers is an absolute must when you're running any business. The easiest lead to close is a warm one who is already familiar with your product or service. Don't squander this opportunity to reach an audience who wants what you have. To begin, we must create the custom audiences. I have shown this in a previous video, so if you haven't watched that video already, there will be a link in the top right as well as in the description. Now, the list of audiences that I use for retargeting. Number 1, website visitors 30 days. Number 2, view content for a specific product 30 days. Number 3, add to cart for a specific product for 3, 7, and 14 days. And then initiate checkout for a specific product for 3, 7, and 14 days. We do also need to create the following audiences: purchases for a specific product for 3, 7, and 14 days, as well as 30 days purchases for all products. In order to have a complete retargeting campaign, here's how I use my custom audiences to create ad sets. Buckle in, this part's going to be dry and boring. I apologize, but I want to show you every single one of them, and then we're going to kind of explain each one in a little bit of detail. Campaign 1, I do run a retargeting ad, and it's going to be a catalog sales ad. Do not do a conversion, do catalog sales. We include website visitors 30 days and exclude website purchases for 30 days. Campaign 2. This is going to be a conversion campaign. The next 6 ad sets are a part of it. It's going to be a specific product ad for the view content for 30 days for that product, and then we want to get rid of the purchase, any purchase for 30 days for that product. And then we go to our add to cart for the specific product. We do 3 days, and we do the exclusion for purchases for 3 days for that product. The next one is the add to cart for 7 days. We exclude purchases of that product for 7 days, but we also exclude add to cart for that product within 3 days. This ensures that we only get the people between 4 and 7 days since they added it to cart. Then we have the add to cart for 14 days for that specific product. We exclude the purchases for 14 days and the add to cart for 7, so we get only the people in the second week out from when they added it to cart. We do the same thing for all the initiate checkout as well. And then finally, I create a campaign. It's a reach campaign, and I do a frequency cap of 1 every 30 days, and I do purchases over the last 30 days. Let's take a look at these and discuss how we would craft a message for each. Note that people who made a purchase are excluded from retargeting, as we don't need to target them again to increase ROI. They're done with the customer funnel for now and should be remarketed in email. The first ad set is in its own campaign and focuses on anyone who visited the website regardless of what product page they landed on. The reason we choose catalog ad is to get them directed to a purchase. The catalog ad will deliver products they are most likely to purchase based off their behavior on and off your website, weighted heavily to the on-site behavior. If they visit a certain product, it will almost always be the first product they are delivered for their catalog carousel. Our second ad set is going to be for someone visiting a specific product. This works great if you have a product that seems to be getting the bulk of your traffic and you want to showcase it back to that audience. To do this, create a video for the product if you haven't already and craft a message tailored to the person who's being targeted. Make it a little personal and focus on how that product is going to be a good fit for them in some way. Do not start offering any discounts at this point, as we don't have any commitment that they want to purchase what we have. We want to save the coupon codes for the next step, which the next 6 ad sets, since they're all very similar, are going to be lumped together. We want to get back in front of people who have the highest intent to purchase. I separate all these people into 3 separate categories: 0 to 3 days, 4 to 7 days, and 8 to 14 days. Each group is showing that they're less interested in coming back to make a purchase, so each group should get a more convincing offer to bring them back into your funnel to purchase. This is where I typically take my abandoned cart email sequence and offer it as a retargeting campaign. Quick note, this means you don't need an email address to send abandoned cart messages. It'll just be on Facebook instead of to their email. Now, the first message, I give them a coupon of anywhere around like 10%, and that's the 0 to 3 days. So they were just on your website. They might need a little bit of extra finesse to, that little push to get them over the edge. And then 15% to the 4 to 7 days on average, and then 25% to for the 8 to 14 days. Now, this alone isn't enough to make them show up to the website. Create a message that is unique in its form to your brand identity. In one of my stores that's a little more playful, we talk about how their product isn't sure why it's still stuck on the shelf. They were certain today was the day that they were going to find their forever home. Then, in the second group, it grows even more worrisome in the tone to something like, "It's been a little bit, but we haven't given up hope that your product will be coming home with you. We spent a few hours reassuring your product that you just needed to grab something and you'll be back." Then in the last sequence, the 8 to 14 days, we'll go something along the lines of, "We spent a lot of time reassuring your product that there are plenty of other fish in the ocean, but they still want to come home with you. Would it help if we gave you a coupon for 25% off? This is your time to have fun, be creative, and try something new. The last ad set is a thank you campaign. I like to run one for all of my customers. I do a reach campaign and cap the frequency to 1 impression every 30 days. The time frame for the purchase window for the custom audience. And I craft a message something similar to, "Thank you for being a part of the family. We look forward to you receiving your order." And put a happy, positive image for the customer as the ad image. Not enough companies do this. Remember, you would not be in business if you didn't have any customers. This can also be a time to invite them to like your Facebook group, or a reminder that they'll be able to have a discount on their next purchase if they do some kind of review for you. Something like that. Have fun. Let's set one of these up so you can see how to do a custom audience inclusion and exclusion. Go into your Facebook Ads Manager and create a new ad. Let's do a conversion campaign and scroll down to your location. Set it to worldwide and make sure your age range is open, 18 to 65 plus. This is because everybody inside of your custom audience is who's going to receive this ad. So don't worry so much about where it's going and who it's going to. We already have that down. Just don't restrict anything. Now, above custom locations, click on the space for custom audiences. This will create a drop-down list. Just start typing in the name of your custom audience and add it to the ad set. For this one, we'll add to cart 3 days. Click exclude on the left under the text box. We're going to exclude the purchase for 3 days for that audience. That's all you have to do. Note, if you don't have access to ad level budgets, create a campaign for each retargeting ad set you're doing. Do not set these into a CBO right now. If you have access to ad set budget, create an ad set with an appropriate budget to get back in front of your audience about 1 time per day per person. If you only have 50 people in your audience, you'll have a smaller budget than someone who has 5,000. This is something you need to play with. This audience does grow as you do, so don't forget that if you're getting more traffic, to adjust the budgets on these ads as well. That's all for this video. If it helped you, please give it a like and subscribe to the channel for more daily advertising, marketing, Shopify, and dropshipping training. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.